What is going on, everybody? We're here and we are live for another episode of G&G Daily. On Friday, it was me and Jay. On Monday, it's me and Jay. You guys get another dose. We bookend the weekend for you guys.
The bookend.
The people demanded it. I see that people really like the thumbnail today for some reason. They look like they're upset that we actually started on time because they just wanted to stare at the thumbnail for a little while longer. I don't really know why that is. It's a mystery.
I think it's because you got a nice pair of boobies on that thumbnail. And, imagine what boobies can do if people would just embrace them a little more.
They can heal cancer, I think.
They can give you ratings.
They could, yeah. They could actually make people pay attention to what you're doing. Well, maybe not to what you're saying, but at least what you're doing. Right?
That's true.
How was your weekend, Jay?
It was pretty chill. I went and saw Dune 2. But unfortunately, I saw it in a theater. I went to AMC, but I went to the dine-in. You ever been to a dine-in theater?
Mm-hmm.
It's got big seats, and then like people bring food throughout the movie. Yeah. So the person in front of me must have ordered like the buffet. I don't know what it was. It seemed like every 10 minutes people were bringing him something, and he was just going to town. He had like those chairs usually come in pairs, right? And then there was no one next to him, and he was just like piling up the food. And the popcorn buckets were sold out by the time I went. So I asked, they were like, "Man, we sold those things out." And I'm sure like there wasn't a limit. I'm sure if some dude wanted to show up and buy like 10 of them, the teenager working behind the concession was like, whatever, get whatever you want. So I'm sure they didn't care. But yeah, so I got a little distracted, especially in a movie that I really had to pay attention, to understand what was going on.
You were distracted by food?
Well, it wasn't that. It was like, like they're right in front of you. The guy bends over and he's got like trays of stuff, and then you smell it. You could smell what he was getting. He got like chicken tenders one day. Then like a burger shows up. Then they had a special like Cheeto popcorn. So he got that. Like you could smell, dude, that's strong. That was a strong smell of Cheetos and popcorn.
So you were distracted by the food.
I was. Well, they were in front of me. I couldn't see the
screen. Couldn't pay attention to the movie because you were thinking about food.
All right. Well, I know that's what it sounds like, but they were just like in front of me, like blocking the screen. So, well, I was distracted when the dude got like
keep talking about the smell of it.
He got like some freaking milkshake that looked really good that I wish I had ordered. I just got a simple plate, man. Like I got the flatbread pizza and a bottle of water. That was it. Oh, and Junior Mints. Every time I go to the movies, I always get Junior Mints. I don't know why.
So how was the movie, though?
I thought the movie was really good. The soundtrack I thought was great. If I had one issue with it is that I not trying to spoil too much, but like when there was like two characters that like there was tension and there was gonna be like a fight scene, that it just happened so quick. But I understand that they were trying to get a lot of story in, like to try not to like that. Yeah, I agree with you completely. They could have added another hour easy in what they were trying to do. So I just felt like when it got to like the fighting, it just was like done.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that got left out, from the story in general, just because the movie easily could have been 4 hours. I would have been fine with that. I don't know if most people would be fine with that. 3 hours is a lot to go see a movie. 4 hours is insane.
Yeah, yeah. But I liked it. I thought it was good. I understood everything was going on. I can't remember the characters' names, but
that's pretty much par for the course for you.
Yeah.
That House of the Dragon. That's the one I always come back to, is you trying to talk about House of the Dragon and not being able to remember a single fucking person's name.
I've got to next time I'm just going to get a character sheet list and just have it next to me.
That would be a good idea. And their pictures like next to their
That's why I tell people, don't ever come to me for like movie recommendations, movie reviews. Like I am the wrong person. Go to Ryan, go to Gary. Those are the right people. Drinker, those are the right people. They're very good in what they do. I just kind of like whatever. It's like I liked it, I did it. This part was funny. This part wasn't. I don't know who this person was. But the worst part, I will say this: the worst part was every time Josh Brolin was on the screen, I couldn't stop thinking about his poem that he wrote. Like every time, it just made me laugh. And like, what are you laughing at? It's like I can't stop thinking about that poem every time I see Josh Brolin. So
I can't stop thinking about the Brolin poem.
But it's funny.
It is fucking weird. It is very, even for Hollywood standards, it's fucking weird that he was doing shit.
His
like
scene
that.
had like how do I say this without spoiling it? But he had a moment of like where he had his moment, right? Like he had his moment and it just went so quick. Like that's all I was thinking. I thought it would be.
You wanted some long drawn out thing instead of just.
I want to hear like Duel of Fates
justice.
hit and then just go. Yeah, like I thought it would be a little bit more, but that's all.
You've been waiting for that moment for 2 years. So, in this, I guess he was waiting for it for like maybe 7 or 8 months.
I hope I hope he writes a poem about that scene and puts it in his book.
Yeah, does he have a poem about Dave Bautista? I want to see the Dave Bautista one. I want to see the Rebecca Ferguson poem. I want to see everything. I want to see all of fucking Brolin's poems to his castmates. See if any of them are as creepy as the one to Timothy Chalamet.
That was and I thought the actors did a great job in the characters that they portray. So I didn't really have a problem with anything. I don't know the books. I do see a lot of people complaining that they changed the character and they changed some of the story in the film that they didn't appreciate, but I don't know the lore. So I didn't, for someone like me, it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, well, it's certainly dominating the box office. After 2 really, really slow months in the beginning of 2024, like miserably bad, tracking well behind 2023. This is finally the first real jolt the box office has gotten. I think it was $81.5 million domestic opening, just under $180 million worldwide opening. Basically, right on par with Oppenheimer. It's almost the exact same opening weekend as Oppenheimer, including with the kind of premium format screen splits and everything. The question will be, does it track like that? I think it'd be crazy for this movie to get to like 950 million like Oppenheimer. I think we're looking at 800 to 850 like tops. But I don't know. I didn't think Oppenheimer was going to do that. So
my theater was packed, and then like everything, I had to wait. I had to go to like I normally wouldn't go to the dine-in theater, but the other ones were all packed. So
yeah,
I wanted to see an IMAX, completely sold out for 2 days. Where I was going, so kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's even like throughout the rest of the week, like IMAX tickets are like tough to find, depending on what city. Obviously, you might live in a different part of the country or different part of the world where it's no problem. But at least for me, some of the like already through the weekend, you could see some of the shit selling out.
Yeah,
which is pretty crazy. People really want to see this on the biggest screen possible, the best screen possible. All right, but anyway, let's get to some of these. Tomac for $2. I'm glad the SBI Detected has become one of the largest curators on Steam. Yes, we're going to talk about Sweet Baby Inc.
That's crazy.
We're going to talk about Sweet Baby Inc. because they have stepped in it over the weekend.
Never even heard of them till this weekend.
When the employees start going after the fans or the customers,
they'll never learn.
Doesn't usually end up well for them. Doesn't usually end up well. Blake Barrett for $2. I like this thumbnail because of 2 reasons. It must be Harley Quinn's hair fun things. That must be the 2 reasons. Andrew CR, member for 11 months. On a flight to Atlanta right now, the guy next to me was watching the Marvels, and disappointment on his face was very funny. Yeah, at that point, you're just begging for the plane to crash.
I was about to say, of all things to put on a flight, the Marvels.
B. Barrett for $2. How many total gay people are there on planet Earth? At least a Brazilian. Well, we know one Brazilian who's gay.
One, yeah.
Bruce for $5. Using boobs to distract the lack of singing. Well played. Jay doesn't sing anymore. I think he retired.
Yeah, that was 2023, Jay.
That was old shit.
Yeah.
That was old shit. We just got a $50
Holy crap.
super chat. $50 from Barbecue Pits. Been watching you guys for almost 2 years now. Let's see. I've been watching for almost 2 years now, but this is the first time I've watched you live. I became a fan after I saw Rippa destroy that egg-shaped fat fuck. Jody's Corner. That was a while ago.
Woo!
I used to watch Campy until he got woke as fuck. Thanks for being the perfect replacement. Hey, you're welcome, Barbecue Bits. Thanks for watching live.
Thank you for the 50, man. Barbecue. Oh, dude, I could go for some barbecue after the stream. Nothing will be better than Campia's backyard pool meltdown on woke people. Like,
that's true.
That I don't even know what you call that. Like, why did he even turn the camera on? He just was in his back pool walking, and he was like, all you people that are screaming woke, you jerk off to each other.
Imagine what his neighbors were thinking.
I know.
Oh, there's crazy John again.
And then he's just like, let me upload this. This is a good idea. Yeah. Sometimes I have that thought too. And I'm like, what did I upload?
Man, those Jody's Corner days, man. It's freaking wild. Ellie Reen, member for 10 months. Ryan, I downloaded the Hogwarts mystery game on my phone. It's a legit dope game. My character's name is Colonel Rai Rai, and she got rainbow hair. Well, I don't know how I think about that, but thank you. Hogwarts Mystery is a legit game.
So let me ask you a question. Do you play any games on your cell phone?
That's the one, Hogwarts Mystery.
So you played that one? Like there wasn't any game before that? Like you were like it's kind of the only one I've ever played was
years?
like
No.
Alien Blackout. I played that on my cell phone. And then I think Candy Crush. Like the only one.
I never played Candy Crush.
That's just a game you play while you're like standing in line at the DMV. Just play Candy Crush while you wait.
Yeah.
Or standing in line anywhere at the airport, whatever.
I mean, like every once in a while, it'll be like throughout the course of my life, there'd be like a mobile game. I used to play Tetris on like back in the day.
Yeah, it's like the
old
Tetris
days
game. Right.
Like with my fucking flip phone, I used to play like Tetris or something.
Snake
and shit like that. Yeah. I'm not too big of a mobile gamer, but the Hogwarts mystery got me on a fucking ad, on an Instagram reel ad. And I was like, that looks interesting.
God, those Instagram ones, man, they get you.
They know, like, Instagram knows my fucking soul.
Yeah.
Like, Instagram knows exactly what I fucking want. And even when I pass over it a bunch of times, like, it comes back. Time. It's like that fifth time that it reminds me, I'm like, fuck, I do really want that thing.
The one game I wish they had for real is that one where you're a shooter. And they keep showing me this ad. And then, like, you go into, like, a zone and you could add more shooters and the zombies are coming at you. It's like, it's a fake game. I don't get it. I don't know why they promote it like that. It drives me crazy.
I know what you're talking about, yes.
Yeah, it's like he's, like, walking and it's like you see
I did find the real game that actually does work like that, though.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Can you send it to me, please? I've been
I probably will, yeah.
Going everywhere. I'll message you later.
You're right, because it looks cool. It's like, oh, do you want to go in the ×3 troops or the -10?
Yeah.
That whole thing. I
was like, why can't they just make that game? Like, because then when you look for it on the app, it's completely different. And then you can just read the comments. They're like, the commercial that brought me here is lying.
Well, as soon as you go to the app store and it's like a 1.7, you're like, okay, this is obviously a lie. Joker's Disciple for 2. Close eyes and think of Sydney with your Dune bucket. I'll try it, Jokers. Yellow Flash for 5. The director could have used some of that dialogue he hates to improve the movie. Listen, I like the idea that a lot of it's show don't tell. A lot of it's kind of visual imagery, and you have to actually pay attention to understand what's going on, rather than the just insane expository explanation of everything that we seem to get now in a lot of movies. But I know it's not for everyone either. Tomac for $20. I said that one. That's SBI detected. D's Webos, member for 5. Jay didn't care about the movie. He just wanted to play with the popcorn bucket.
That was part of it, the experience. That didn't happen. So everybody looks like they're having fun with the bucket. Chris Gore, Ryan, all you guys, and I'm left out. FOMO.
Lord of the Reef for 5. Jay might not sing anymore, but I do. I just uploaded a cover of Free Fallin' by Tom Petty. You can check out at Long Walks Music on Rumble, YouTube, and Bandcamp. Long Walks Music. It's adequate. Well, hey,
there you go,
That's
man.
quite the
Good
selling.
For you.
That's quite the selling point. It's adequate. I love it. Angry Badger. What's up, Angry Badger? Thank you to the Fellowship and the 199. Went from 960 to 1,042 subs last night. Thanks to my Sweet Baby Inc. video and all you wonderful people. Thank you again. All 3-month channel anniversary in 4 days. First live stream on Friday. Hey, shout out Angry Badger. Glad you're
good
having
for you,
success
man.
there, man. Past 1,000 subs. It's awesome. Cole Hauser, member for 10 months. Good morning, Ryan and Jay. Hope my G&G riggers are doing well, bruh. Well, my country is known for 2 things: Sweet Baby Inc. and Trudeau. Sad. 199, Yo Joe, praise, rah. We've got the man Buford T. Justice in the chat, dropping 10 memberships. Thank you, Buford. Shout out to Buford T. Justice. Dom H. drops 5 memberships as well. Thank you, Dom. Dom's the man. Sup man for 2. Supreme Court ruled in favor of Trump. Hail 199. Yeah, it was never really in question. And it was a unanimous decision. I don't know how many we've seen those lately. Dom H for 10. Hail, guys. Happy Monday. And for no reason, I'm just going to say the Red Sox suck. They've sucked the past couple years.
I love Dom.
Japanese Demon Lord of Beer Lucifer for 5. Gary, Rip, and others have good movie recommendations. The only recommendation I get from Ryan is Birth of a Nation, sadly. Well, what can I do? I can only give you my recommendations. It's up to you whether you like them or not. Thunderstrike, member for 5 months. Jay, you big, beautiful man. We need you to sing.
Maybe we'll do the 1-year anniversary when I actually did it the first time, which I think is in September.
Hercules for 199. Jay, watch it in 40X theaters.
What was that?
Watch it in a 4DX theater.
4DX? What is that? That's not one of those where the seat moves, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, dude. I was in a theater that has that. Like, have you ever seen that?
No, somebody actually told me they saw Dune in that, and it was
really
rough. Yeah.
I can imagine like watching Top Gun in that, and like it's just like one, like, so they have like regular seats in there, but then there's like one section where it's all like, and that's where the seats move. It's annoying. Like, you could hear it. It's annoying when you're not, I guess, in the seat.
It's like a roller coaster. Like,
yeah, it moves when yeah.
Like, if I'm gonna sit there and do like a fucking ride like that at like Universal or something, okay, I'll sit there for like 5 minutes. There is no fucking way a 3-hour movie. Imagine getting on that sandworm. They're just fucking bouncing you all around and shit.
What if you have like a drink in your hand?
Yeah. I don't. It's not something that really appeals to me. So.
That's one of those things where it was like, it sounds like a good idea, but in reality, it's not. Maybe.
Rupert put the definition. DX is a 4D film presentation system developed by CJ40 Plex, a subsidiary of South Korean cinema chain CJCGV. It allows films to be augmented with various practical effects, including motion seats. Hey.
When are they going to have smell-o-vision? That'll be next.
I'm good with that. I don't even know what those fucking worms smell like.
That's what I'm saying.
Ryan's gay hair for $1 on Rumble says, "Cut me, you motherfucker." No. Bert for 5.
That's a new one.
Sorry. Let's see. Bert for 5. Ryan is a Dune enthusiast. Was that Jameis fella a legit character, a race swap DI character, or is he a member of a particular magical society? I don't know if Jameis was a member of the American Society of Magical Negroes. I do think it's tough for me to remember. I mean, that fight happens, and I do think that's the character's name. In terms of what the character looks like, I'm not sure. But yeah, like they didn't just like make him up randomly. I don't think so anyway. Parker, member for 11 months. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon, hello. Parker. My cum smells for 5. I'm surprised you guys aren't talking about the Halo series. It's an abomination. The great journey waits for no one, and it should be left behind.
Not much to say. It sucks.
Yeah, there you go. Right Tackle says Jameis is 100% in the book. There's more Jameis in the book than the movie. Well, there's more of pretty much everybody in the book than the movie. But yes. I just couldn't remember if that was his actual name or not. Orangutan member for 9 months. We've made it a whole pregnancy. I was there when Corn Pop rose to power and when Ryan said, "Get off me, you monkey." P.S. He was talking to Gary. 199. 9 months. 9 months of member. Yes, we were playing. What's that game called?
Party Animals.
Party Animals, and Gary was a big gorilla. I yelled, "Get off me, you monkey!" People thought I was talking to somebody else. So
You were talking to Rippa.
yeah, they did, but no, I was talking to the character.
Yeah,
it was a horrible accusation that was leveled against me, and I reject it. You know what else is horrible, Jay?
Sweet Baby.
Oh, good guess. I'm going with Madam Web.
Oh,
Good guess, though. Yeah, good guess. Good guess. All right.
Madam Web's. Did you see? You watched Madam Web, right?
I did.
Yeah, that's right.
I did.
I think it's going to be on streaming soon.
Probably. Of all the box office failures we've already seen of 2024, probably the most embarrassing one has to be Madam Web. We talked about it before it came out, while they were promoting it, while they did a press tour where it seemed like Dakota Johnson knew this thing was going to be crap. It seemed like everybody associated with it knew this thing was going to be a total disaster. And that's exactly what it was. After nearly 3 weeks of release at this point, it's sitting there barely cracking $90 million worldwide, and it might not get much further than that. However, it seems like even people associated with this movie are more than willing to come out and make fun of it. People like Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney jokes about Madam Web flopping in Saturday Night Live monologue. Now, you might be familiar with Sydney Sweeney. Maybe you remember her from the red carpet for Madam Web when all these people looked better than they did on the actual screen. You might remember her from the movie, but not many people watched it. As Sydney Sweeney actually pointed out. Listen to this shit. This is funny. Sydney Sweeney jokes, "You may have seen me in Anyone But You or Euphoria, but not Madam Web."
You might have seen me in Anyone But You or Euphoria. You definitely did not see me in Madam Web.
So you gotta love that they're willing to roll with the punches, right?
You gotta love that.
That's what it has to be. You have to do that. And of course, this is a freaking monologue. This is a Saturday Night Live thing. You go there to kind of poke fun at things, including yourself or things you've been a part of. But this is now the second Madam Web cast member who's been on there. Dakota Johnson's on there, kind of said, it's like if AI made your boyfriend's favorite movie, which I think if that would have been the case, it would have actually done a lot better in theaters. But it's funny from Sydney Sweeney, and people like Sydney Sweeney. I can't imagine why, Jay. We could watch this clip. Maybe you can tell me why people like Sydney Sweeney.
Thank you, everyone, for tonight. This has been such an amazing week. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the amazing cast. Thank you, Casey, Ryan. This has been so wonderful. Have a great night. Thank you.
There's just something about Sydney Sweeney that people are really like captivated by.
She got some like really clean teeth, you know?
She does have very clean teeth, very white teeth, absolutely.
All right, it's her boobs. Okay, let's be honest. Like blonde hair and boobs. But before you continue, Ryan, I have to share one thing.
Okay.
Because Brie Larson did it first.
I know. Saying. Just saying. She did. She went on Jimmy Kimmel, pulled him out, and listen, that was the beginning of the road to recovery for Brie Larson. All right. She starts watching the channel, liking my tweets, saying, I don't really want to talk about MCU anymore. I don't really want to talk about being Captain Marvel anymore. Bree's on the road to recovery.
She did it first.
She did do it first.
But Sweeney's getting a little more love.
But I think that in reality, like what she said, the ability to joke about it, like there needs to be more of that shit. There needs to be 100%. More self-awareness into the entertainment industry. And instead of blaming fans, blaming men that didn't see this, blah, blah, blah. Yes, just admit it. Yeah, it's a joke. It's funny. This thing failed. I think everybody associated with it probably knew that it was going to fail. I don't think they had any hopes that it was going to be some crazy good movie by the time it actually came out. But yeah, Sydney Sweeney getting a lot of attention for joking about Madam Web.
Dude, she was like trending for like since Saturday Night Live. I think she still is trending. And everybody, that video that you've shown, everyone is posting that. I can't imagine why. But
just something about it that's captivating. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, need more of it. Has there been like a big like pushback on that? Not really. Not that I've seen.
What do you mean?
That she's wearing like showing too much cleavage? Like, anybody like upset about that?
I don't.
I didn't
think
really
so.
see anyone, so
I don't. I haven't seen
it's a
too
good
much
thing.
about it.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, she's just constantly trending.
For $5, Ryan, in your Sweet Baby Inc. video from 25 to 28, the screen you're sharing shows a banner ad that reads "Am I gay test" with Jeremy Pass. Let me check it out. Let's
They
check it out.
actually
Yeah.
have a MIK test. Maybe I should take that.
Let me pull up my fucking channel and my latest video.
Let's see. And your videos are popping off, man. Good for you. Is it there?
This is pretty. Yeah, it's on the Steam charts thing. Hold on.
You're kind of like I see it in the back room that you're showing it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that. There
Yeah.
you go. Here we go. Which you can't see it. Right here.
MIK
As I went to the
test.
Steam charts. Just a couple weeks after the release. And it's only got 600
coupons available.
Coupon codes available in MI Gay Test and Elseworld Healing Hustler anime game.
That's so great.
Do you think you're gay? Answer the questions to find out.
I know you didn't even notice it. Did you? You were just in video mode, man. Like, you didn't even notice it.
No, it's one of those ones where it like switched as soon as you got there.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Coupon
the idea
code.
of what test do you need? Like,
I know.
Are you attracted to men? Yes. You're fucking gay. Like, what test do you need for something like
that? What could they possibly ask?
It's like it asks you to check your nails or something. It's like, do you go like this or like this? It's like the test. God.
Probably a picture of Sydney Sweeney. Do you find this attractive or
yes
gross?
Or no? Then you're gay.
And there you go.
Spirian with the gift membership. Thank you, Spirian. Blabs the Tower Tard for $5. Hogwarts Mystery is going to put Ryan in his DSP arc. Jay saw Dune with the Baron sitting in front of him. John Paul Jones, Patches Pod win.
Not today, but in 2 weeks. John Paul Jones. Monday.
Wiley Dave, member for 10 months. Best crew. Shout out Wiley Dave. Wiley Dave sent me some cool shit.
Yeah,
in my PO box, which is awesome. Wiley Dave's the man. Dave Nunn for $1.99. Jay, shout out for what you did on Hypno last night.
Oh, no problem.
Tobias Nexus, member for 6 months. As bad as a movie can be, the actors who can laugh about how bad it is with the rest of us isn't too bad of a person. If it sucks, own it. You got to. Riley, 85, member for 2 months. Hail the gifted subbers. Thank you. And then Riley for $1.99. The Yakuza game series is awesome. That is all. As long as Sweet Baby Ray or Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't get their hands on it.
Crap.
Sweet Baby Ray. Barbecue sauce.
It's probably a Ray working there.
It's got to be. Japanese Demon Lord of Beer Lucifer for 2. Smell-O-Vision came out 20 years ago in Asia. Is that true?
I did not know that.
Chris Coran for 2. Boobies. Thank you, Chris.
Pretty much.
Callum for 5. The Last of Us actor who played the gay guy. I hate him now because we all know he won for a check mark and it was a gay love story. Nick Offerman, who I really like as an actor in Parks and Rec. He's hilarious in that role, but not so much when he's getting his ass pounded by another dude. Gremlin Anku for $20. Anime recommendation for you, Ryan. Hellsing Ultimate 2 words, Nazi vampires. Thank you, Gremlin. Nazi vampires. I'll have to check it out. Ryan's gay hair for another $1 on Rumble says, please just cut me.
What do they want you to shave your head?
I don't fucking know.
Hey, we're in America. He can grow his hair any way he wants. Yeah.
I should let it grow out. It's like if I move it over the other way, it's staggeringly long. Like I would look like a fucking
like Jesus.
No. I would look like I could look like a fucking anime person if I had it that way. Like one of
Oh.
those Final Fantasy characters.
If your hair grows long, does it bush up or will it eventually fall down?
The couple times I have, it's been kind of like a little more bushy, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yes.
Because it's kind of my hair is pretty thick, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get
Thick
that
and a
Richard
little
Simmons
thick and
thing.
wavy. It's not curly, but it's like wavy.
Mine gets way curly. It's ridiculous. Off it
Get
goes.
some Jerry curls.
Yeah, that's why I keep it short, man. Because if not, it'll curl up. Embarrassing.
Coys for $199. Late, but Jay, you nailed the Aquaman 2 box office.
That's right, I did.
Would you say 450?
I think I said 480, 485.
Well,
I also nailed
434.
I also nailed the Freddy movie. Five Nights at Freddy.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
I haven't made another prediction yet because I'm not. You go 2 for 2. That sounds like a good year for me.
Aquaman made $434 million. Man, only about I don't know, $200 million. Only $200 million short of breaking even. So
did you watch that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it. It was just super fucking mid. Like,
yeah. Even Manta? I thought Manta would be kind of neat, but
it was okay. Just like the perfect unforgettable
movie.
Forgettable superhero movie
Yeah.
to the DCEU. There was a couple okay things with Orm, and like his arc and stuff, but Amber Heard didn't die, which is disappointing. So, yeah, nothing much to write home about. Callum for 5. Fans want Sweeney to be Black Cat. I'm for that as long as she's not gay at the last minute, like they did with the Sweet Baby Scum game. Yeah, I guess we should talk a little bit about old Sweet Baby Inc., shouldn't we, Jay?
Yep.
We got to talk about this.
It's bizarre. Sweet Baby Inc. is a consulting company that consults on video games to make it more. So, well, their mission statement, it says we're building a team and a process in hopes of building a kinder, more sustainable industry at every scale. Whether you need a fresh pair of eyes or a guiding hand, we're here to work with you.
Yeah, and this is Sweet Baby Inc. For the last couple months, there's been a lot of talk about them. Whether you see, websites that are reporting on it, individuals that are reporting on it, say, hey, this company seems to be involved with a lot of big gaming failures, or at least with a lot of games that people perceive as, why is there identity politics shoved into this? I wasn't expecting this in this game. What's going on with this franchise? Sweet Baby Inc. seemed to be linked to a lot of it. They're a consulting company that literally their job is to come up and wokeify games, to tell stories from this perspective, to make sure you have a black trans lesbian's perspective who's in a wheelchair about this or that. Like, that's actually what Sweet Baby Inc. does. And over the last couple months, we've seen them involved with a lot of things. Let me share my screen and I'll even show you right here what we're talking about. Alan Wake, God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, The Suicide Squad. And of course, it was the Suicide Squad that kills the Justice League that really had people up in arms. This is a massive catastrophic failure. We saw what they did to some of these characters, including to Batman. People were not happy about it. And the game is already basically, Warner Bros. Admitted it's a complete and total failure. But this was the thing that really pushed a lot of people over the edge when it came to Sweet Baby Inc. And apparently, they're not very happy about it because employees are now lashing out. Employees are upset that people are calling them out, that people are calling out Sweet Baby Inc. for what they are. And it all resulted in a pretty hilarious weekend where they got completely owned. Sweet Baby Inc. staff throws tantrum after Steam curator list created to track and warn players against their work. And a couple employees were very upset, and they demanded that this Steam curator page be removed. To put it in perspective, this is what we're talking about. Sweet Baby Inc. detected. It's a Steam group, and when you go to the curator, it's now at 123,000 followers.
That's awesome.
It's one of the most followed curators now on Steam.
So basically, what that is, if you want to play a game, this will tell you that Sweet Baby Inc. was a part of this game. So basically, 100,000 people are like, I'm done with this woke crap. If they've touched this game, I probably I'm not going to play it. Is that kind of what we're talking about here?
Kind of what we're talking about. We're talking about a Steam page that was made, and the person who made it was like, hey, we're just going to take the things that they say they're involved in, and we're going to warn people so that you know if you're going to buy a game that these are the types of things that you can find. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is in there. Gotham Knights is in there as well. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. And apparently, the employees are not happy. The Steam curator harassment group, Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, is led by this person. Here's them trying to be slick so they don't get reported. Even without discriminatory language, the group itself still falls into the code of conduct, or fails in the code of conduct. This is by Chris Kindred, who is an employee of Sweet Baby Inc. Anyway, report the fuck out of this group and report the creator since he loves the account so much. Try not only to get the group banned off Steam, but also to get the individual banned off Steam.
Wow.
That's what you're seeing the employees try to do, and he wasn't the only one. You got this person, Lego Butts. For example, Steam doesn't have guidelines for creators that would prevent someone from starting a curation group that focuses on, say, Sweet Baby Inc. and warns people to not buy games they're associated with, which could just list any game at all. And again, they got community noted because this person works for Sweet Baby Inc. This is a person who's constantly bitching about how people are just rejecting these modern games because they're the real racists out there and they think it's okay to be racist. Grums was on top of this from the beginning, exposing that this person is a cancel pig and this person used to work with Zoe Quinn and try to cancel people. This is a fucking nightmare. But this is Sweet Baby Inc. They're the ones that are advertising things they're involved in, and they have a problem with other people calling them out.
Lego Butts. Yeah. I mean, that just says it all. People are tired of this crap, man. They're tired of these people coming in here and destroying games that they want to play and love. And now I don't get why they're so upset. Like you said, they advertise the games on their own website. Like, what's the difference? It's unbelievable. These crybaby activists that try to get their hands on everything that they can. How do we start a consulting company where everyone hires us, where we can look at their games and go, yeah, that checks out. No, that doesn't. How does that even work? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, why would you even go to them?
They're a company. What I think, they're a company that these other developers hire to make sure their game fits within DEI shit, right? They bring them in to be like, hey, well, you really shouldn't have this white man talk to this black woman like that. You should really make sure the conversation revolves around this or that or whatever. Or make sure to put this person in a wheelchair. You don't have any handicap representation. Or make sure that this person, respects pronouns. That's the type of bullshit we're seeing shoved into all these different games. And that's what Sweet Baby Inc. has been doing for the past several years. And finally, it's their own fault, right?
Yeah.
People are connecting them to Suicide Squad. We've heard it thrown around. We've even talked about them a little bit here on this show before. But until their employees decided to go try to censor and take down other people, it didn't become as big as it is now. Now, in just a couple days, what was it 9,000 followers is now up to 125,000 followers. So that is the Streisand effect that we've seen in full action. And I think it's going to continue to get worse for them.
Call these people out, man. We are tired of this crap. I salute you, man, for making that. I can't believe that's. And don't be afraid of someone named Lego Butts. Obviously, there's something going on there for you to title yourself that. That's all I'm saying. Not, saying that he does anything with Legos, but Lord.
Felix at home, Lego Butts.
Yeah, that's it's quite telling if you ask me. It's crazy that people can start a consulting firm and get work like this. But I think times are changing, man. I don't know if you saw what happened here in Florida. The University of Florida fired their inclusion project, or they got rid of all the teachers and everything associated with that under the new Florida law that the state's not going to pay for inclusion and diversity classes and all those things. So they just fired everybody. They didn't even move the teachers to another department. They just said, well, we're shutting down. You guys, good luck on finding. Maybe go to California, and they'll hire you over there for their colleges. But this is good. Like, you're gonna call out and like be mad at people for pointing out stuff that you already have on your website and throw a temper tantrum, like the article said. I hope more people speak out and push this kind of bull crap away. You look at Helldivers, man. Helldivers 2 is doing phenomenal. They're not associated with no Sweet Baby. But the only pushback that they got was that there was actually people online sympathizing with the bugs. Like you're teaching children to go out and kill bugs and all that stuff. And I'm sorry, man. If I'm in my house and I don't care what kind of bug crawls across my floor, I'm stepping on it. Like, that's just how it is. I'm not spraying it. I'm like going full shoe. That's how it works. So you can't blame a video game on that. It's human nature. It's how it is. If you want bugs in your home because you're crying about some video game, go for it. Go take all the roaches and everything else and put them in your home. I'm sure you'll be happy that you saved bugs. Anyway.
What about worms?
I don't know if you ever see a worm crawl across you. I don't think I've ever seen a worm. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Imagine walking to the fucking movie theater, seeing this motherfucker.
Just like going around in circles. What if he fell and knocked over all the candy?
That's going hard right there.
I know. What does he have under there? It's like one of those
little scooter or something.
Those little, yeah.
I assume I don't fucking know.
Obviously, something like that. But yeah, good on you, Sweet Baby. Keep going to Twitter and I'm crying about it. Helping us all out.
All right, let me catch up with some of these.
You said I blanked out. What does bugs have to do? No, I was just probably absolutely nothing.
Master Bader for 2. SNL had 2 very lovely hosts. That's true. Golden Nuggets for 5. I'm here for the Ryan redemption arc from Bree to Sydney. Sydney's a little young. She's like 25 or something. I don't think I need that in my life. Callum Lyle for 5. Do you think May made MJ ugly because she's straight? Maybe. Hercules for 199. I watched Dune 2 and 40X. It was badass. Wow, Hercules thinks it was awesome. Hercules is a fan of the 40X, Jay. Barbecue Pits for 5. By the way, Ryan, it's a black man from Compton. I have authority to give N-word passes. Drop that for the 199. Probably not going to happen on the stream, but thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Barbecue Pits. Bonesaw is ready for 5. Seen some people say, I thought you hated canceling over at Sweet Baby Inc. Customers choosing where their money goes is not cancellation, it's capitalism. Yeah, you always hear that whenever there's any type of backlash towards whether it's a gaming studio or a movie production company or whatever. I thought you're against cancel culture. You clearly have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Golden Nuggets for 5. I never got the need to make your diversity include really unlikable characters, Karens, if you will. They need to be strong. They need to be strong women. That performer for 5 left this message yesterday, but the swirl symbol on Sweet Baby Inc. site is the FBI designated pedo symbol. They also have maps colors on the site. Yeah, I remember you saying that, and I'm not familiar with what fucking the symbols are. It looked like a fingerprint or something to me. But if you're saying that's some sort of weird, it would not surprise me if it was. I really don't want to search for that though. I really want to search FBI designated pedo symbol and make the comparison. But I believe you. Bonesaw is ready. There's precedent for this with Denuvo games because the software lags performance in games. Denuvo didn't throw a tantrum over that. Oh, about the curation. Yeah. 100%. MacFly for 5. Lego Butts equals Felix Maya Kramer, ex-lover of Zoe Quinn, DDoS to charity, part of the original Gamergate, employee of Sweet Baby Inc. Yeah, Lego Butts is having a lot of shit dumped over them, including past uses of the N-word, the hard R N-word on Twitter. and some other things. And yes, was a good friend. I didn't know they were a lover, but a good friend of Zoe Quinn. That's what I knew.
Wow.
You never know. Gamergate is back, boys.
Yeah, it's back on the menu.
Dave Nunn for 5. Lego Butts is a female, now says male. Chris Kindred is an entitled Canadian expected Afro lesbian hair. So I have actually been listening to a video, a speech that was given by the Sweet Baby Inc. CEO like a couple years ago. And the whole thing she's talking about, you know, when I started writing when I was little, I would write stories about myself or my family or people that look like me. And then when I got into school, we were told that the only valid stories, the only acceptable stories are ones with white men in them. Like you get handed these books by mostly white teachers. It's by mostly white authors about mostly white men. And I got indoctrinated into thinking those are the only people I could tell stories about. It's like the weirdest shit.
That is, listen, I might say some dumb stuff that doesn't make any sense. That's a whole nother level of being a retard. That's all I have to say. If a white man hands you a book from a school or wherever, and that's the only stories you can write because of it, holy crap, dude. Also, I don't know if you know this, but Gary's kind of throwing you out on Twitter. He screenshotted your video with the gay test. And then Marcus says, ads are related to your searches. He goes, it's a screenshot from someone's video.
Someone's video.
And then someone posted your video.
Like, listen, this is what I'll say. The very next ads that popped up were about clipping coupons. All right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think it's safe to say that that specific targeted one might not be exactly working right. All right. That's what I'll put out there.
You honestly don't come across as a coupon clipper, but I can respect it.
Maybe that's one of the signs of being gay. Is
that you clip coupons
or an old lady.
Yeah. Now it's all like digital coupons. I guess you clip them from your phone. I don't know.
I'm not sure. But those are the next ones to pop up. That and some fucking anime game. So I think all in all, none of those things seem to be targeted very well towards me, at least. Put it that way.
Next time I come over, I'm going to look in like your kitchen drawer and see if there's like a bunch of stack of coupons. Probably for like fast food. Nothing wrong with that.
Do they even like send out coupons anymore?
I have no idea.
I
think every now and then I get like some for like Marco's Pizza or like Little Caesars. Like they'll come in the mailbox. That's about it. And yes, I'll use them.
Little Caesars does sound good right now.
Yeah, it does.
Mozamboni for 5. I'm buying Helldivers 2 today. The creator Permaband a weirdo just for asking for a pride flag cape. LOL. The creator said no politics in game based. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, the game is fun. I mean, it's fun with friends. That's what I think.
Tobias for 10. I don't get how the hell Alan Wake 2 and God of War Ragnarok did so well, even with their bullshit involvement. Those two games were great despite their involvement. Did they just ignore SBI entirely? Well, I remember we talked about, was it Angrboda, who is black in Norse mythology in God of War Ragnarok. I didn't play Alan Wake 2, so I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Well, the thing is, too, it's like consulting company. They probably sent over a list of things to change, and whether they do it or not, that's their business, right?
Yeah, they don't have to take their They don't have to do everything they say. They're just a consulting company. Ryan's gay hair for $1. Look how he plays innocent. None of these seem to be related to me. Yeah, sure, Ryan. How do you explain me then? I can't explain you. I can't explain my hair. To Lower Lips Liquor gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Lower Lips Liquor. The Sundowners Club, what's up? Member for 6 months, is any sane, reasonable person who heard their pitch to kill Bartman. I think you mean Batman, but if you mean Steve Bartman, I'd be all for that. Like they did, would have said this is a horrible idea. When you have an agenda like these idiots do, it blinds you to common sense. Yeah, especially with the knowledge that everything that happened with Kevin Conroy, like the idea that they didn't change that when some of that shit went down is wild to me. Metal Slave, member for gifts 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships.
Thank you.
Thank you, Metal Slave. Crispy Noken, member for 12 months. Another week, another dollar. Keep grinding and stacking W's. Hail to all. Reject those who are against us. Thank you, Crispy Noken.
Thank you.
Chris Bolts for 2. Ryan, smile more. You hate too much. I hate what I hate.
He smiles.
You know, what can I say?
He'll smile a lot in Vegas.
Probably. Maybe.
He was smiling a lot in the Orlando meetup.
Yeah, I was drunk as fuck. I'm not going to get that drunk at Vegas. CJ Odendahl for 14. Do we need a Last Starfighter remake in 2024? I don't think so.
Yeah, we don't need a remake. Let's give us something new.
I don't think we need that. Atomic Patriot, member for 13 months. Yes, coupons still come in the mail, at least since I work in retail. I followed SBI Detected. Also, Ryan, are you coming out now? Who names themselves Lego Butts and feels comfortable talking shit?
Exactly my point. It's like following a Twitter account that says drunk 3PO and taking it seriously.
Yeah. Golden Nuggets for 2. Lego Butts talk about shit in a brick. It's pretty good.
That is really good. I love this chat, man. Holy crap.
Shadow Saiyan for 5. Don't mind me just super chatting about Battlefront Collection till it comes in a few days.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
I already own the game on Steam. Maybe I should play it right now in preparation.
I'm playing Dark Forces, and dear God, the people that were watching, I got stuck one level. I couldn't find the door to get through. We had to run through a maze like over and over. Finally, shout out to the chat who helped me go all the way back, spend another hour, find the right door.
Yeah, those games are not as lead you around as some other ones are now. Like, I'm thinking of some of like the Jedi Outcast or Jedi Academy missions.
It's like you did everything, and it's like, how do I get out? And then you got to go all the way back and search, and then you're like,
it doesn't put an icon for me to follow.
Yeah.
Or like it doesn't make me press this, hold down this button, and it shows me the way.
Yeah.
There's none of that shit.
Stuff. All of a sudden I was like, what is this? Did I go through here? No, I didn't. Oh, it's over. All right. Next. Only took 2 hours.
SBZ for $2. If Steam removes that SBI curator, we are screwed. Yeah, I don't think they will at this point. Callum for 2. Then why didn't leave the country? I don't know what you're talking about, but
I missed that one.
Callum for 2. How long do you think SBI will last? I don't know. This might be the last year.
Yeah.
Kind of depends. It depends on how many people they're working with right now. And also it depends if this gives them such a fucking bad reputation that a lot of people are actually going to be following that curator and be like, hey, if they're involved in something, I'm not fucking playing it. I'm not fucking buying it if Sweet Baby Ink's involved. Then they might stop getting work. All right. What else do we have here? Mo Zamboni for 2. What's up, Mo? Steve Bartman saw it live. Fuck him still. Go Cubs. Yeah.
You saw it. Yeah, I saw it live.
I saw it live on TV. I didn't see it at the game, but I saw it on TV.
And I was a Marlins fan, dude. I was like, we're done. You know, it's like that's our season. And then good old Steve Bartman snatched defeat right from our eyes and gave us.
And then Alex Gonzalez.
He just literally dropped right. He was shortstop. It just hit him right in the gloves,
and he had the best fielding percentage of any shortstop in the National League.
That was crazy, dude. That was crazy. That was the out right there.
Yeah, that everybody was in their own heads, and we were still up in the series.
Yeah,
didn't matter. Those aren't good memories.
And then we had another game to play, right? Like we had to go. You guys had to come back to Miami and win. You still had a chance to win one more game.
Yeah, it wasn't like that was the end. Yeah. Metalhead Forever. Member for 4 months. Woke up late. There's a video game based on Dune called Dune 2, released for DOS and Sega by Westwood in 1992. It's an RT. It's a real-time strategy. There's a remake version also. I've never heard of that. That's cool.
Me either.
Callum for 2. I meant, why didn't that SBI lady leave the country? I don't know.
They never do. They just complain about it.
Did she say that she was going to leave the country if Steam didn't ban this curator? I don't know. But we have 5 minutes left, Jay. We're getting ready to wrap this thing. We got almost 3,000 people watching us over here on
Crazy.
YouTube, 400 people watching us over on Rumble.
That's awesome.
So shout out to you guys.
On
any
this
plans
wonderful
you got?
month.
This
Yeah,
week? You gonna go to
tonight.
any theme parks or anything today or this
Not
week?
today. Tonight actually is the return of the History of Pirates podcast. We'll be live at 7 p.m. over on the History of Pirates channel. Man, I am like I have just been working on getting Achromatic Chronicles Green and everything associated with it finished to get ready for launch. So that's been taking up a lot of my time. And shout out to Eric July and Rip Ascend that they gonna trust this. They're gonna trust me in delivering something and working together with them. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. So like that's been kind of like my main priority these past few weeks. But yeah, and then also in March 17th, I'm gonna be in Richmond, Virginia at the Galaxy Con. So if you're in that area, come say hi to me and Gina will be there as well. And they got like the Emperor is gonna be there. I'm gonna try to like say hi to Ian. I'll try not to say anything stupid.
You can ask him about, because last thing I heard from Ian McDermott was him talking about how Palpatine fucks.
Yeah.
I think you need to get him to go more in detail with that.
You never know. You never know.
Why not?
If he wants to talk about it, that'll be
He's got to be old, huh?
Quite the clip. Yeah, he's up there. But he's still doing he's still doing conventions, which is cool. Letting people come meet him and everything. So he's expensive too, man. If you want his autograph, like I think he knows he's really old and he's not going to do many of these. So
he's 79. So
okay.
He's getting up there. He's getting up there.
So pay up if you want to see me. I might not be around much longer.
He's like, yeah, I'm risking every person I interact with. I'm risking death. So, and he doesn't have an Exegol.
No, that's true. So yeah, so tonight at 7, it's gonna be. I might go live on Drunk 3PO today as well too. But we'll see. We'll see. Watch closely for 5. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Watch closely.
That's a cool avatar you got there.
Mm-hmm. Tobias for 5. I doubt SBI will vanish entirely. Probably rebrand or split into smaller groups, as many do. Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily the end for them yet. There's gonna be a lot of people in gaming that want to continue to support them, and we're not in the cycle yet where all the mainstream outlets are like, Sweet Baby Inc. is being attacked by racists and transphobes and blah blah blah. That's the next cycle that this is gonna hit when they get protected by the mainstream gaming media. That's probably what we're gonna see soon.
Also, a lot of I don't think a lot of the bigger companies even care what goes on Twitter. Or like what people are saying. So they might not even know all this stuff is happening with some of the backlash, but I guess they'll know when like people stop, like no one wants to play our game because it's associated with this. That'll be the real one. But I guess time will tell. They might have a lot of games in the works, that they haven't even announced yet that they've been working with, that games aren't supposed to be released for a few years from now. So it'll be interesting to see.
Robin Hood 199 anime recommendation: Senran Kagura, All's Ryan Slurp. Thank you, Robin Hood. But that's going to be it for us today. It's a tight hour show today.
Look at
Jay.
that.
What do you think about that?
I love it.
Tomorrow it's going to be Jeremy and Jay.
Yeah.
So Jay's 3 fucking in a row, 3 dailies in a row for Jay.
We will have Mario Kart tonight at 10:30.
Oh, okay.
For all the fun Mario Kart. Yes, what's crazy is like last Mario Kart, people were super chatting $100 to mute people.
Let me guess. Mike
and
Beardo.
Yep.
Jeremy?
And Jeremy got the mute button too. So it was just me and Krista talking for like an hour.
God.
It's very entertaining, I guess. So anyway, what do you got going on, Ryan?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just videos and Yeah, I guess Stargrift later. I got to watch Bad Batch. I haven't watched the last episode of Bad
Oh
Batch
yeah,
yet,
you got
so
Stargrift.
got to watch that in the next
Tell
5
them to
hours.
change that
here.
name.
I think we're sticking with it. So, I think that's it. But Doll Life Dan for 5. Jay, I haven't heard of SBI till this week. Vask, culture war is coming for gaming. Same energy.
I haven't heard of Sweet. I had no idea who they were.
Yeah, and I also
I play
have
Sea
to,
of Thieves, man. I don't know, man. Like
I've also got to collect some coupons. I need to do that in the next hour or so. That's on my daily schedule. So.
Little Caesars.
All right, guys, we will talk to you tomorrow. Peace.
Till next time.